Hi, my name is thetawanalynn. Welcome to my channel, and today we are doing a beginner color corrector class. I guess it is a class because you guys are the students, but yes, we're doing a beginner color correcting class. So explaining to you what color correction is and showing you a few products and a few tips. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so we are freshly washed and moisturized. We are starting, so I have 4 different color correctors. So let's break down color correctors. So the point of color correction is to cancel out other colors on your face. So makeup color correction is similar to painting. So if you're a makeup artist, or even if you want to learn, or you're not even a makeup artist, you're just a regular person, what you could do is get a color wheel, and I will insert a picture of a color wheel here. So a color wheel, there are colors and then there's opposite colors. So it lets you know if you have this color, how do you cancel out, what color do you need to cancel out that color? So the one color is here and then the other color is here. So it's like a canceling out thing. It's kind of confusing, but if you look at the picture of the color wheel that I put, it kind of makes sense. So that's how painters create colors, and the same thing with makeup. That's how we create colors with the color wheel. So if you want a brown, certain type of brown, you may add a little more white, you may add a little black, like all type of mixing of colors to get the color. So I don't want to overwhelm you because this is a basic color correction, beginner color correction video. So typically a lot of people have either redness, if you're fair skinned and you have a lot of redness, you want to color that up, you would use a green color corrector. I am a woman of color, so I typically have dark spots. Now, I don't really have a lot of dark circles under my eyes, but most women of color, we struggle with the darkness under our eyes, or we may have darkness around our lips, even if you have blemishes. For blemishes, you can cover that up. If you have blemishes like on your face, you can color correct that as well. So for women of color, we need a peach color corrector. When you want to cancel out dark spots, dark circles, you need peach. So I have 4 different color correctors here that I'm going to show you guys. So they have color correctors that are more color corrector and like skin tone color together, which would be similar to my Kevyn skin enhancer. And then I have my L'Oreal True Match. So these 2 color correctors are not super orange. They're peach. They have a orange peach undertone, but they are skin tone foundation color type product. So for me, if you are a true beginner, like beginner, you need to pick up one of these. One that's not too peach, too orange, it's kind of color corrector mixed with foundation concealer type thing. This one, like I said, is L'Oreal, so this one is drugstore. This one is more creamy, runny consistency. The Kevyn Aucion is very thick. It is a cream product, so it is more thicker. And then another one that I don't have, but I do recommend, is the Fenty Beauty. She has a under eye corrector thing. I'll put it on the screen. But that one works good as well. So if you're a beginner, don't know nothing, that's what I recommend. Now, if you are kind of intermediate, middle, or you want something more like you need more peachy orange going, then I would recommend these two. So I have this one. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. And then I have this one. This is the MAC Cosmetic Pro Conceal and Correct palette in the shade Deep. So you would do this color. So these two are very orange peach. I know NARS has one as well. It's the NARS Radiant Creamy color corrector. That one is more peachy orangey. I'll put that on the screen as well. So those are color correctors that I would recommend for women of color. So like I said, if you want to just dive in, deep dive, you would do the MAC and the LA Girl Pro. Or if you want to kind of like play around, subtle it, then I would say the True Match and the Kevyn Aucion. So for the video, I am going to do a demonstration. So what I'm going to do, I am going to put, so you can see the difference, I'm going to put Kevyn Aucion on this side of my eye because I want to use a subtle color corrector first on this eye, so you can see how that one look. And then I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal on this eye, so you can see how a more pigmented, a more peach orange color corrector would look on your eyes. So that's what we are going to do. Okay, so for the Kevyn Aucion, you just need a little, like literally a little. So you're gonna dip in the product and you're going to focus on putting it just, I don't really have, these are molds, so they're really, I don't color correct these. The most I do is just color correct around my mouth and under my eye. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So like I said, this is a cream, so you only need like a tad. Let me show you how much I have. You see how much I have? Like literally just a drop. That's all you need about from this product, for this product. So I'm gonna put a little under my eye. You see that? Like literally that little bit like has covered my entire eye. So you're gonna just put it on like you would do a regular concealer, and I'm gonna blend it with my finger, only because I don't want to mess my sponge up. I'm being lazy, being a lazy girl, but that's okay. So just blend the edges or whatever with my finger. Okay, so now do you see the difference? You see this eye has the color corrector. It has lightened up my eye, and then this side does not. It's just regular. You can really truly see the difference. Like, the difference is amazing. Like I'm saying, if you really struggle with color correcting, I mean with dark circles under your eye, like, this is the trick for you. So this is the Kevyn, which is a cream product. It is very thick, not thick, a little goes a long way, so you really truly don't even have to use a lot of that. You will have, I have had this forever, and you can use it forever because you have a lot of product. So on the next eye, we are going to do the LA Girl. So this is the orange. So the name says the orange color corrector. Well, the orange corrector, that's what it says. So for this one, it's the same thing. So I'm gonna put just a little. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I should have used a different brush, but I'm not. So so this one is more pigmented. As I said, it is very orange peach. I probably will have to go in with more, just a little more. Okay, this one, can we tell the difference? I hope we can tell the difference. This one is very orange, very peach. You can see the difference in this one. This one is, like I said, it has a orange peach undertone, but it's more foundation skin color. So this one is more subtle. Now the consistency or the coverage of the product, of course, is different. This one is a cream, so it's way more thicker, so you have more coverage. This one is like a concealer, so there is less coverage, but you can always build it up. I'm not gonna build it up because this is just the level on how I want it. So I'm going to color correct my mouth, and I'm going to use the same two products, but like I said, this one on this side and this one on this side. So here we are with our face. I know I look crazy. I look crazy, but it's okay. This is what you do to get the look that you want. So I color corrected around my mouth. I have the orange LA Girl here, and then the Kevyn on this side. So a quick tip: if you decide that you want to go all out, you want to as much orange peach as possible, you decide that's what you want to do. My advice to you if you are not using a full coverage concealer, this is my advice to you. Go in with a concealer that is either your foundation or skin color, your exact match, or go in with one that's a tad bit lighter than your exact match. I have this one. This is the Tint Idole. So I'm going to use the Tint Idole concealer. This is the Tint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. And this is in the color 495. Like I said, this one is just a hair. Like, look, it's lighter than me, but not too much lighter than me. What I recommend, because sometimes when you use like this one or the MAC color corrector, if you're going with a light or medium coverage concealer, if your face is too orange or too peach, that orange and that peach is going to peep through your foundation. Your foundation is not going to cover it. It's not. So my recommendation is to go over just a tad with your concealer. See, this literally is all I'm doing. And I'm going to use my finger because for some reason I don't have a sponge here, but whatever. So this, and also use a concealer that you can layer. Don't use a full coverage concealer. Use a medium concealer, because that medium concealer, you're going to be able to move it, and when you put your foundation on, it is it's going to kind of blend in. So if you see here, I have blended this out, which you can still see my orange, my peach undertone, but it's just a little toned down because I have used my concealer. So if you look, it's kind of similar now. It's kind of similar to this side. So you want to look kind of like this. You don't want your peach to be too bright. You don't want it to be too much, because like I said, if you're going in with a medium to light coverage foundation, baby, you screwed, because that orange and that peach is coming through. It is coming through. That is a mistake that I made when I first started doing makeup. When I first started color correcting, I put this bright orange on there. Oh, I'm gonna color correct this, color correct that. Baby, you saw it. And I was like, oh my God, I can see the orange coming through. So, it's an extra step if you're using like a bright orange. It's an extra step, but it is so worth it. So, this is how my face is going to be. And then now I'm going to put my foundation on, and you're going to see once I put my foundation on how everything is like blended. My under eye is going to be just flawless, I'm telling you. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go off and do my foundation, and then I'll be back. So as you see, this is the finalized look. This is after we color corrected. If you can see, there is no orange peach peeping through our look. It's not. And I didn't even use a full coverage foundation. I use a medium coverage foundation. So, like I said, that tip of applying a concealer on top of the orange before you go in with the foundation, it's gonna save you. I promise you it's gonna save you. So we did a medium foundation. I did do concealer, another concealer. Once I did my foundation, I did another concealer. I didn't do a super bright concealer because I was going for a everyday medium. I didn't want to do a full coverage concealer because I wanted you guys to truly see how those steps really truly help. So I did a concealer that's a little bit it's a serum concealer, so it's not as full. I did set my under eye after that concealer and then set my entire face, but as you can see, color correction helped and our under eye is flawless. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like, subscribe. I hope you guys hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified when new content drop. So I'm happy to be back. I forgot to say that. I'm happy to be back from my break. It was much needed. It was so great to not worry about YouTube, not worry about nothing but just my life, not my YouTube content creating life. So that was really good for me. It gave me a lot of rest and it gave me a lot of new direction. So I am appreciative of everyone who you came back after my break. I appreciate it. I hope you took a break as well. I hope you got rest as well. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.